What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the 2022 U.S. News Best Countries ranking and how that pertains to Canada and maybe how that compares to America as well in these rankings. This is a United States owned ranking news organization that I became aware of. And every year they do this little best countries ranking. And the reason I kind of heard about all this was because I saw that Canada came in first place in 2021 in these rankings. First, number one, best country in the world last year. Now, did they maintain that status in 2022? Did they keep it? Well, I'm going to spoil that right off the bat. No, they did not. But that is nothing to be ashamed of. Being number one, best country in the world, that's kind of absurd, and Canada did it. And did they maintain any kind of high status in this rankings, you might ask? Well, let's take a look here. Switzerland actually took number one this year in 2022, which makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know a lot about Switzerland. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But from what little I know, it's considered one of the highest quality of life countries on the planet. Historically very neutral, very, very like prosperous, strong economy, like great quality of life, great people, all that. I could totally see it being a number one on this list. Then Germany, number two. I don't know much about Germany. Surprise, surprise. Uh, Oh, the most populous nation in the European Union. I like how this has little factoids next to here. Anyway, we're going to dive deeper into all this. Once I expose number three, best country overall, Canada. Number three, out of all the countries on the planet. Pretty darn good. Now, where did America go? You know, America actually, at least some company in America made this thing. And lo and behold, number four. United States, number four best country. Not bad. I'm proud. I'm okay with losing to Canada. It's all right. I'll get over it. You know, I actually would have thought something was a little fishy if we were even any higher on this list. I would have been like, what's going on here? Anyway, these rankings. Honestly, with rankings like this, you gotta think, how do they come up with this stuff? It's actually quite interesting. They have all these different little metrics that they use and all these polls they do. And at the end of the day, you know, it's just a fun little list, a ranking that this organization does. But it is cool to see why Canada is number three. What are the amazing things they determined were so noteworthy about Canada? That's what I want to know. And maybe compare that to how the United States got to be number fourth. And what was like the highlights and the lowlights of all this, you know? Overview of Canada here. Yeah, so there's this little description of Canada that I actually want to read. Canadians pride themselves in encouraging all of their citizens to honor their own cultures. In 1971, Canada adopted a national policy of multiculturalism. Really? Did I have I heard of this? This seems like news to me, like an official national policy of multiculturalism. That's interesting. I wonder how that works. I wonder what that policy actually says. But either way, cool. And in 1971, it's been a while. It's been 50 years. How did I not know this? So there's a national policy of multiculturalism. Multiculturalism makes sense because everything I've learned about Canada screams that that's very important to Canada, which celebrates the country's diversity. Oh, very nice. At the same time, Canada faces national challenges related to the concerns of Indigenous people and those in the predominantly French-speaking province of Quebec, while constitutional guarantees allow the province wide-ranging cultural and linguistic autonomy. Movements for complete independence come in waves. Oh, I've heard a little about that, about the Quebec independence. Sometimes that's a hot topic, sometimes it's not, that kind of thing. I can't even begin to pretend like I know anything about that, but it certainly does make Canada even more of a fascinating place. The list of accomplished and eclectic Canadian writers and artists is long. Drake, Avril Lavigne. Oh wow, there's more. This is just like praising Canada in every way, this little description. Canada is a constitutional monarchy. Canada is a high-tech society with a high standard of living. Trade agreements bolster trade with the US. Yes. And now the two countries are each other's largest trading partner. Nice. While the service sector is Canada's biggest economic driver, the country is a significant exporter of energy, food, and minerals. Man, I'm learning stuff about Canada just from this random description. And I really meant to look at like why Canada's number 3 on this list, but this is great too. This is good stuff. Canada ranks 3rd in the world in proven oil reserves, 4th largest oil producer. Okay. Yeah, so overall, number 3 on the usnews.com ranking. These are the little categories that they actually gave Canada a rank in every one of these categories. These are kind of funny. Why'd Canada get 56 out of 100 in adventure and 88 in agility? Adventure, what does that mean? Canada got 56 in adventure, not too high. Adventure, so they define adventure as people like adventure in their lives with the chance to break away from the normal rhythms of daily life. I would have thought that's pretty darn important to the Canadian people, like a sense of adventure. Like Canada has some fantastic national parks and some crazy places you can go and get your adventure on. Huh. I don't know if given Canada a 56 in adventure, I don't know about that. What did the United States get? United States was number 4, ranked number 4 under Canada. We got a 42. You know what? Maybe that kind of makes sense. A large portion of the American population is probably not up for adventure at any given moment. Agility, that's another one. What does agility mean? Canada got an 88 in agility. The United States got 100 in agility. What's agility mean? For a country to be agile, it must adapt and respond to whatever obstacle it faces. To do this, a country needs to be efficient in its actions, adopt and adapt modern solutions. This is not sounding like the United States, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong. United States is good at like pivoting and like, sure, adapting to some extent to stuff, but I think we're one of the slowest in the world at like implementing new policies and changing policies that make no sense and that are hurting people and that have been in place for a long time, yet no politician elected to office ever does anything to change it. A lot of Americans would honestly say we are not very agile at pivoting some of our old, out-of-date policies. So I don't think we deserve 100. Maybe like an 88, like Canada, like an 88, something like that would have like kind of been accurate in my mind. Okay. All right. Cultural influence, 55. And America got 88. Man, this is by usnews.com. So you kind of knew whoever made this thing was going to pad some of the stats for America. No. I mean, maybe not. I mean, I was trying to read how they come up with some of these official stats, and they send out like polls to random people all over the world, so it's probably not as biased as you might think, hopefully. Anyway, let's see what cultural influence means to this in the scoring. Countries that command cultural influence are synonymous with fine food, fashion, and easy living. So you have to be synonymous with fine food, fashion, and easy living to have cultural influence. Is that why we're so high? 88? Canada, it's cultural influence. So for some reason, even though Canada is one of the most multiculturally diverse places I've ever heard of, and one of the most proud of that fact, and you could probably go there and get like exposed to some of the most different culture and influence out of anywhere, yet according to how they defined it in this ranking, Canada got a pretty bad score. So that's kind of strange to me. Kind of strange there. Entrepreneurship, heritage, movers. Canada got a 12 in movers. Obviously, all of this like averaged together got Canada its number 3 ranking in the world, but it did terrible in movers. Let's see what movers means. What does that mean? A country's future growth is dependent on a range of factors, including how well prepared it is to weather challenges posed by the global economy. To be successful, a nation needs resiliency and momentum. Wow. Canada was scored horribly on this stat. That's kind of insulting in a way. I mean, Canada, I'm sorry, but you couldn't be like absolutely top pick for every single one of these stats. You're number 3 overall, for crying out loud. What did America get? America got 32 in movers, so we didn't even do that good. All right, no problem. Interesting definition. Resiliency and momentum, and the ability to weather challenges of the economy. I think Canada and America are both really well positioned to weather challenges with the economy. Like, that's a little strange to me that both of our nations did so bad. Open for business. That's funny. Open for business. Wait, United States did bad in that open for business. Canada did well in open for business. I thought, most Americans pride themselves on America being like a great opportunity for business, to open a business, start a business. Is that not what it means? In deciding where to bring their business, this is a rank on what country people around the world bring their business to. And more people would rather do business with Canada or move their business to be located in Canada. That makes sense why Canada scored higher. It's not exactly what I thought. Okay. Power! 43 points in power. United States. Yeah, there we go. 100. 100 points with power. Oh my God. Number 1 ranked in power. Yes, finally. This is why I made this video in the first place. Just so I could accidentally click on this and be like, oops, United States got number 1 in power. What does power even mean, according to this? The world's most powerful countries, dominates the headlines, preoccupies policymakers, shapes global economic patterns. Foreign policies, military budgets, or okay. I get it. America is definitely known for having a lot of influence on the global stage, obviously. Quality of life. Well, I'm looking at America. Let's look at Canada. Quality of life. Wow! What a good one to score a 97 on. Quality of life. In America got 53. Canada got 97 quality of life. Forget the power. You can live in America with all the power you want, but you're going to have a terrible quality of life, according to this. Or you could go to Canada, where it's multicultural, and you have a 97 quality of life, beyond the essential ideas of broad access to food, housing, education, healthcare, employment. Quality of life may also include job security, political stability, individual freedom, environmental quality. This is obviously, in my mind, one of the most important stats on the entire list to be graded on. And Canada absolutely killed it. 97 on quality of life, and I absolutely get why. I absolutely agree with that one. Wow, what a good one. And social purpose, 94. Social purpose for America is 46. Canada destroyed America yet again in quality of life and social purpose. Social purpose, so human rights, concerns about environment, religious freedom. Yeah, I mean, this kind of goes hand in hand with the diversity and multiculturalism focus in Canada. That would make sense that how they define social purpose as rallying around those causes. So that makes a lot of sense why Canada did fantastic in social purpose. I love how they named some of these things. Movers. Open for business. Agility. Okay. Oh, look here. Is this just... Oh, wait. They break down... Okay, we can't get too deep into this. We'll just be here forever. But they break down these categories into subcategories, like adventure, adventure, into friendly, fun, good for tourism, pleasant climate, sexy. What? Sorry, Canada. You got a 3.5 in sexiness? What did the US get? Why is that a metric? We got an 11. All right. Whatever. I don't know what that means, and they don't define it. Okay. Scenic. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for Canada. Very scenic. What did America get for scenic? 27. Yeah, Canada blows it out of the water. Pleasant climate was pretty bad in Canada, and not much better for America. Yeah, I mean, when there's places around the world where you can live where it's literally like the perfect temperature every day of the year, like perfect warm temperature, I get why America and Canada are stuck at like a 23 in climate. Okay, that's adventure. Is there anything else kind of entertaining here? Agility, entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship. Connected to the rest of the world. Canada is very connected to the rest of the world. Very educated population. I learned about this very recently. Canada, well, aren't they maybe number one most educated population? They almost got a perfect score here. Yeah. I mean, this is just going to make it very interesting when the usnews.com best country in the world rankings comes out for 2023 and how things are going to change. Again, Canada was number 1 last year, number 3 in 2022. I'm sorry, number 1 in 2021, and number 3 in 2022, which was last year. I forgot that it's 2023 now. I don't even know where I am, let alone when I am. Anyway, skilled labor, infrastructure, okay. Heritage, culturally accessible, has great food. Why is Canada ranked 13 in has great food? I take personal offense to that. For Canadians. Hold up. What did America get? Where was this? Where was this? This was under heritage. Heritage. Has great food. It ranked America as having a 29. Canada had a 13. And I don't think this one's even about an America versus Canada thing. I just don't think Canada deserves a 13 on the great food scale. I've reacted to a lot of videos about Canada and their food. The food's amazing. Canada has poutine, for crying out loud. Timbits. Okay, I can't look at that any longer. Let's keep moving. Movers. Okay. Open for business. Not corrupt. A 100 on the not corrupt. Feels good. Feels good. Very nice. Power. Power. Still an 80 economically influential in this subcategory of economically influential. 80. Strong. Very strong. Strong international alliances. Yes. Probably because Canada and the US are such buddies. I like to think so. And quality of life, which Canada got like almost a perfect score on. Good job market, family friendly, politically stable, public education, public health system, all top notch. Wow, okay. And really good social purpose ranking. Cares about animal rights, cares about human rights, cares about the environment. Climate goals. Gender equality, racial equality, religious freedom, property rights. All very, very high rankings in the social purpose. Beautiful, love it. So I see why. So it really did turn out that Canada is overall good in like every category, except movers for some reason. But it really dominates some categories. That's why Canada is number 3 overall, because it dominates some of these categories that are really important. Quality of life, social purpose, big entrepreneurship, big in agility. What was agility again? Adapt to obstacles it faces, efficient in its actions. Oh, yeah. That's the one that I was kind of upset America is very bad at. adapting, and agility. Huh. Even though I think we gave ourselves a good score. Oh, Canada in photos. Oh, we got Canada in 13 photos summed up. This ought to be good. Wait, aren't we all scared of these things? Oh, dang. This is beautiful. Oh, the Northern Lights. Yeah, I literally just learned about the Yukon. And now you can see the Northern Lights. That's awesome. What is this? It's the reflection of a mountain in a car. I didn't know these would be so beautiful, poetic. Photography. Cool. These devils with wings, right? That's all I've heard. Whoa, this is a cool photo. Beautiful landscapes around Vancouver, British Columbia. This is a cool city. Look at the mountain in the background. Yeah, and Canada got like a bad ranking for like scenic, for like cool stuff to look at. It got a bad ranking on this thing. And then you get that, but then you put pictures like this here and you give them a bad ranking? Wow, this one belongs in like a magazine, like an award or something. This is capturing real life Canadians in their natural habitats with hockey sticks gathered together. This is the Canadian hockey ritual we're all experiencing here. We've stumbled upon. Okay, I'll stop. Canadians play hockey on the streets of Vancouver. Vancouver, not Vancouver. That's somewhere else. Vancouver. 2 boathouses. Oh, cool. Lake Minnewanka in Alberta. Whoa, cool. It's like a own personal island. Polar bear, very Canadian. Wow, this is nice. This belongs in a Hallmark movie or something, a Christmas tale. This is nice. Almost doesn't look like real. Like it's too perfect. Cool. Oh, careful, buddy. Sitting over the edge like that, and look at the dogs. They're just happy to be in Canada. The Mont Royal Park in Montreal, Quebec. Cool. Fête du Canada Day? Canada Day. I gotta learn more about Canada Day. This is the legislative building in Toronto, celebrating Canada Day, July 1st. Okay, July 1st. I have not missed it. That's in a few months. Noted. Wow, what is this? Colorful pink bubble ornaments along the St. Catherine Street in Montreal's Gay Village District. Very cool. Very cool. A scene from Nathan Phillips Square, a favorite public gathering spot in Toronto. Oh, is it like an ice skating rink? Yeah, cool. And they set up all the lights. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, this is a good one. Toronto skyline from the point of view of this guy in his boat and his dog. This is so nice. Wow. These are good photos. I don't know if these are award-winning or anything, but these are obviously beautiful. Wow. Oh, this is like where Canada ranked in some of the categories. Number 6 in comfortable retirement. That's a good one. Number 4 in education. Number 1 by many metrics as well. Number 8 in forward thinking. Number 1 in starting a career. Fascinating. Cool. So it's like very good to start a career in Canada, basically? Start a business is 27, but start a career is number 1. Interesting, Ann. Interesting. Study abroad. Great place to study abroad. Yeah. Cool. I really enjoyed this. I was just so interested when I learned about this U.S. News Best Countries ranking. It really began when I saw that Canada got number 1 in 2021. And I was like, well, heck, where are they at now? Where's America? Canada, you got us. Number 3 in the overall rankings. And U.S. number 4. All right, we're neck and neck. Maybe next year. It's pretty good. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada, Canadian culture, stuff about Canada that I've never learned or heard or seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.